Hi, well, my name is Pete Hanlon and I'm the CTO at Moneypenny, and we are the #1 outsourced communications provider in the world. So Moneypenny is all about conversations and people. Our mission as a business is to make every conversation better than the last and to build systems that work in synergy with our PAs. So to do that, we need systems that can unlock voice through speech to text, understand context and intent of conversations, which is why we need to use tools like AI and deep learning. So the biggest challenge that we were facing was unlocking insight from the conversations that we capture. That's always been a big challenge for us. Very much, all that insight is locked into those conversations, and we wanted to release it. So, for example, recently we wanted to identify conveyancing calls, so we could understand some trends in the property sector. And in order to do that, we had to process a year's worth of conversations. To get good trend information, we need at least a year. And doing that normally would be a really slow process due to the volumes of data involved. So that's why we reached out to Hugging Face and looked to use Infinity and AutoNLP to help us in that process. We used AutoNLP to create a model based on 12 months worth of anonymized conversations. The process was really straightforward. We uploaded the training data, and after about 30 minutes we had a winning model that could identify conveyancing conversations with over 98% accuracy. All we did was upload the data and it chose the best model, 98% accuracy. The models were automatically loaded into Model Hub and immediately ready for us to use in our code. So in total, it's a huge time saver. Normally that is something that would take us days to get the best model and to optimize. So the process of setting up Infinity was really slick. It only took about 50 minutes in total. We had to register Hugging Face against our AWS container registry. Then we just used Docker to pull the Infinity image. Nice and simple. And when we ran Infinity, it automatically downloaded our new model that had been optimized from the Model Hub, and then we were up and running. So from my experience, productionizing deep learning models can be a real challenge, but this was a super slick process. So we were able to process a year's worth of conversations in just over an hour, which is a massive improvement on performance. Normally that would take about 10 hours, 10, 11 hours. We were running Infinity on a NVIDIA T4 GPU in the Amazon cloud. And we could see it was taking about 4 milliseconds to classify a conversation, which is amazing. So it just rattled through the conversations. So the great thing for us as a business is that using Infinity and AutoNLP, we can process data much faster and we can quickly train new models. And from a business perspective, that means we get insight faster and we release the value of our data faster. So I think the sweet spot is where there's a lot of data to process or where there's a requirement for real-time systems. And that's where we see this being useful in Moneypenny going forward, is around more real-time processing. But I think there's another scenario here around using Infinity for solving the concurrency problem. So if you're building APIs or web apps and you don't want to take on the challenge of building highly concurrent systems that deal with deep learning models, use Infinity instead, and it just takes away all that pain.